Sports on Air.
After that finals matchup, it was your time to take your shot again in the NBA. You got called up by the Boston Celtics, and run that run that experience to us that you're returning to the NBA, and you were telling me a while ago that hey, what am I doing? The Philippines gave me a sign, and now you're back in the NBA. You earned another roster spot for the prestigious Boston Celtics. Talk us about that. Okay, how were you contacted by the Celtics to try it for their team?
My agent, Mark Fletcher, of course. And again, the Celtics is somebody I'd never really dreamt of or planned for.
Okay.
I really wasn't. I was never a Celtic fan to begin with.
Okay, because you're a Sixers fan.
Yes, it was kind of weird when I went over to the Celtics because it was always a team I always wanted to play against, not with. When my first game was against Miami Heat. So well, let me bag up. Let me bag up to my first signing my first deal. I did my own contract myself,
Okay.
which I don't think I did a very good job in doing it. But anyway, I did my own. I did my first contract myself.
Okay.
So now I become part of a Celtic. I set a 3-point record in their summer league camp. That's really why they brought me in
Mm-hmm.
because of that record I set for the 3-point summer league. The old guy, I got his name on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it out.
Okay. Well, we'll just call him the old guy, and then of course you had 28 points against the Miami Heat. I mean,
Yes.
you were feeling it. I mean, all that scoring that you did in the PBA, you are a potent scorer as well, and you prove it on the biggest stage, which is the NBA. And run us through that game. Who were you against? Who were you guarding? And what are the things that you remember in that
Well,
Miami Heat game?
what I remember is I was on the bench. Me and Kevin Gamble. Me
Okay,
and
Kevin
Kevin Gamble
Gamble.
was sitting on the bench, and I hear the fans. They're chanting something, but I can't figure out what it is they're chanting. So Kevin, he hit me with his elbow. He says, "Man, can you hear what they're saying?" I said, "No, I can hear them saying something, but I can't figure out what it is they're chanting." He said, "They're chanting your name." And at Boston Garden, they were chanting, Harris, 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 Harris. But the reason why they were chanting my name is because it goes back to the Philippines. The Boston Globe posted on their front page, Celtics signed 105-point Tony Harris.
You got that nickname to them. You
Yes.
got the
So
105-point guy.
yes. So now the fans, they all flock to the gym. They want to see this kid who scored 105 points. They don't see me because I'm on the bench. So they start chanting my name. That's when my coach looked down the bench and said, Harris, come on. That's when he says, go get Sherman Douglas out, who was our point guard at the time. So I check in, I go get Sherman. I'm nervous, of course, because it's my first game with the Celtics. I don't know what to expect out of myself. But I'm going to go back to the Philippines and just play my game. What screwed me up at the 76ers, I'll go back even to Philly. Every game I got into, I was nervous. I didn't just play like me. So when I got into Boston, I said I'm not going to do the same thing I did at the 76ers. I'm going to get in and just play my game. So when I got in, of course, Harold Miner and Brian Shaw was trying to defend me.
Okay.
And I'm thinking I just came from the Philippines. Nobody can defend me one-on-one. I still had that cockiness attitude with the Celtics, although there was much bigger and better players. The attitude was still with me. You can't stop me one-on-one. I don't care who you are. You're not going to stop me. So I realized at that point, I'm trying to get a contract deal. So I got to go out and perform. This is an opportunity for me. And I realized the word behind opportunity. Opportunity is big. It don't always come knocking at your door. Well, this time opportunity came knocking at my door. I'm going to show up. So my first game, they try to defend me one-on-one. I'm like, nah, it's not going to happen. So I was going back to the Philippines. I just started playing. I was going out of the offense. I was just playing one-on-one basketball. Every time they tried to defend me one-on-one, I'd just go around them. So then at that point, our coach, he says, well, just let him go. He's doing good at it. He's going outside the offense, but he's scoring. He's being productive. And he just allowed me to continue to be me.
Okay.
So at halftime, we're walking into the locker room. Miami Heat's behind us. I can hear Miami Heat going over their halftime strategy on the chalkboard. They were trying to figure out who is this kid, Tony Harris. We don't have any film on him. So where did he come from? I can hear them in back of me. So he said, well, how many points does he have right now? Well, he has 15 right now. Okay, how do you expect to stop him at halftime? So they was trying to come up with a strategy as walking in at halftime. So that was a great feeling myself just to hear them trying to come up with a strategy walking into the locker room at halftime, how to stop me. So I also set a free throw record for the Celtics that game. I was 13 for 13 from the free throw line. I was playing against who was trying to defend me was Harold Miner from USC.
That's the Baby Jordan. They call him the Baby Jordan.
Yeah, and I wanted to show them just how good a Baby Jordan he was. So it was him, Harold Miner, and it was Brian Shaw. I knew neither one of them guys could stop me one-on-one, and I was gonna show them they couldn't stop me one-on-one. So everything was clicking. I think I had 2 or 3 3-pointers. I wasn't missing any free throws. I set a record 13 for 13 from the foul line. I had about 7 to 8 rebounds. And I was just going coast-to-coast basketball, playing street ball, because that's what I know best, street ball.
And you know what? What I remember in the clip that they showed is that your trademark of hang time, when you bump into someone's body in the air, you tend to hang onto the ball and try to look for an opening to shoot it up to the rim. And that's kind of risky if you do that in the playground, and you have a tendency to step on other people's foot. And talk about your hang time game. How did you? Were there any influences that you had? Of course, you're Sixers fans.
It was something we learned to do as young kids coming up, where we played. In my area, it was something we learned being young kids. Everybody wanted to do hang time.
It's because maybe the Dr. J influence in you?
Oh, man, no question. It was Julius Erving. Great Dr. J.
Thank you for watching. Click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified with our latest videos.